This is the beginning of our Feminine Energy Therapy 4-part series. A space where we slow down, tell the truth, and protect the softest parts of ourselves. Over the next few episodes, we're talking about the emotional and mental weight we carry as women, the quiet burnout, the silent stress, the pressure to keep glowing even when we're crumbling. And more important, have you ever been so tired, you couldn't even rest? Like your mind was racing, your body was buzzing, and no amount of sleep or skincare or silence could fix it? Yeah. Me too. If your soft girl era feels like it's slipping through your fingers, this is your sign to pause. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just burnt out, and your feminine energy is asking you to come home. Welcome, Radiant Rebels. I'm so glad you're here. This is the beginning of our Feminine Energy Therapy 4-part series. A space where we slow down, tell the truth, and protect the softest parts of ourselves. Over the next few episodes, we're talking about the emotional and mental weight we carry as women, the quiet burnout, the silent stress, the pressure to keep glowing even when we're crumbling. And more importantly, how to come back to center. Back to softness. Back to your magnetism. So if your heart's been heavy and your feminine energy feels dim, this is for you. Let's breathe and begin. Let's talk about a kind of burnout that doesn't scream. The kind that whispers. The kind that doesn't look like a breakdown. It looks like it's slowly dimming. You're still showing up. You're still posting. You're still smiling in pictures. But something in you feels like it's not quite landing anymore. You open your laptop, stare at the screen, but your body's already tired. You lay in bed, but your mind won't stop spinning. You eat, but it doesn't really nourish you. You rest, but you still wake up, drained. Drop a comment if you've ever felt that slow-motion shutdown. The kind where nothing is technically wrong, but everything feels heavy. You can't explain it. You just know, something is off. And that, Radiant Rebel, is the quiet burnout. The kind that creeps in when we keep going even though our soul has already asked us to stop. It's sneaky. Because you're still functioning. But not flourishing. And when we're women with soft hearts, big dreams, and high standards, we don't always recognize the signs. Because we've been trained to associate burnout with chaos, breakdowns, sobbing, panic attacks, quitting everything. But what if burnout shows up, in your glow dimming? In the way you stop laughing at the things that used to make you giggle? In the way your creativity dries up? In how you avoid eye contact? In how you start skipping the little things, your hair mask, your journaling, the outfit you love? What if burnout doesn't look like crashing? It looks like disconnecting? Let me know in the comments if any of that hit you. If you're nodding your head, or feeling your chest get a little tight. You're not alone. And you're not crazy. This is what I call silent survival mode. And we don't always notice it, because we've been high-functioning through pressure for so long, we've forgotten how it feels to be truly calm. Your nervous system gets used to the buzz. Your body starts believing that tension is just who you are now. You feel guilty for resting, you flinch at softness, you doubt your intuition. But that's not who you are. That's who you became to survive. And the saddest part? When we live in quiet burnout, we often stop recognizing our own beauty. Not just outer beauty, I'm talking about the beauty of your energy. The way you light up a room. The softness in your eyes. The way you dream. The way you glow when you're being fully you. That glow starts to disappear. Not because you're broken. but because your feminine energy has been in survival mode for too long. Here's the truth. Feminine energy doesn't thrive in chaos. It doesn't bloom under pressure. It opens when it feels safe. So when your body feels tight, when your thoughts race, when your glow feels out of reach, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because your inner safety has cracked a little. We call that the masculine shell, the structure that protects your softness. When that shell has holes in it, from stress, betrayal, overworking, even scrolling too much, your feminine energy starts to leak. Not dramatically. Not all at once. Just drip by drip. Until one day you wonder, where did she go? That's why in this series, we're not just putting on face masks and calling it self-care. We're going into the deep work. The emotional weight, the subconscious tension, the stories you tell yourself when no one's watching. We're going to patch the cracks. One conversation at a time. Starting here. But first, let's name the truth, together. Drop a comment and tell me. What's one subtle way stress has been showing up in your life lately? Is it the way you keep checking your phone even when you don't want to? Is it how you keep saying yes to things that drain you? Is it that feeling of wanting to cry, but the tears won't come? You don't need to explain it. You don't need to fix it right now. You just need to name it. Because when we name the truth, we take back our power. And when you take back your power, baby girl, that's when your glow returns. Signs you're not just tired, you're depleted. Can't flirt, can't feel, can't focus, that's not just fatigue. When you're just tired, a nap helps. A day off helps. A good meal helps. But when you're depleted, nothing feels like enough. Your body might be still, but your soul feels empty. You start ghosting your own life. That's when burnout shifts into something deeper. Something emotional. It's not just that your energy is low, it's that you feel disconnected from you. Can't flirt. Can't feel. Can't focus. You're not cold. You're not lazy. You're just not in your body anymore. For some of us, it shows up in really subtle ways. You stop making eye contact with strangers. You don't laugh the same. You get irritated when someone compliments you. You don't even feel like putting lip gloss on, because what's the point? And in your head, you know you should care. But your heart just doesn't have the bandwidth. Tell me in the comments, what's your red flag? For me, it's when I start avoiding my own thoughts. I'll scroll, snack, clean the kitchen, anything to not feel. That's when I know, this isn't just a bad day. I'm running on empty. For some of you, the signs are in your body. Your period changes. Your sleep gets strange, either you're up all night or crashing in the middle of the day. You feel achy for no reason. Your face might be glowing, but your spirit is tired. And the tricky part is, most of us don't recognize it because we're still high functioning. You're still posting, still responding to texts, still showing up. But inside, your feminine energy is whispering, I don't feel safe here. Let's name what this really is. It's emotional exhaustion. And no, that doesn't make you weak. That doesn't mean you're falling behind or failing at life. It just means your system is asking for help. It's giving you a signal that something needs care. And if you've been pushing through it, people-pleasing, overworking, saying yes when you're screaming no on the inside, That signal is only going to get louder. You don't have to wait for a full crash to take it seriously. You don't have to be sobbing on the bathroom floor to give yourself permission to rest. Let me say this to your heart. Your softness is not a luxury. It's a need. Your rest is not a reward for productivity. It's a right. This is the part where we stop ignoring the signs. This is the part where we say, I may look okay, but I deserve to actually be okay. And I don't owe anyone an explanation for wanting peace. So take a breath. Not because everything is fixed, but because you're finally allowed to stop pretending it doesn't hurt. Because this is your space now. You don't have to shrink or sparkle your way through pain. You get to be here. Exactly as you are. The Feminine Fix: How to Repair Your Inner Safety Shell. Your feminine energy can't flourish if she doesn't feel safe. When we talk about feminine energy, we often picture softness, magnetism, rest, and flow. But what no one talks about enough is that feminine energy only blossoms when it feels protected. Not just physically, but emotionally, energetically, spiritually. If your system doesn't feel safe, your feminine can't stay present. This is why you might feel out of alignment, even when you're doing all the right things. You're meditating, eating better, journaling, lighting the candles, but you still feel anxious or shut down. It's because your inner masculine shell, that invisible structure that's meant to hold and protect your softness, has cracks in it. Those cracks can come from constant overstimulation, feeling unsupported in relationships, getting talked over, ignored, or dismissed, abandoning your own boundaries, staying online too long and absorbing too much noise. Bit by bit, these things wear down your nervous system. And suddenly, your feminine energy doesn't feel held. She starts to retreat. She hides. She goes numb. This is why feeling safe isn't a luxury, it's your foundation. And today, we're going to begin patching that shell. First, ask yourself, where in my life do I feel exposed, unprotected, or overextended? It might be in your work. It might be in your relationship. It might be in the way you constantly give to others without pouring into yourself. Wherever it is, I want you to name it, gently. Because when you see the crack, you can start the repair. Here's how we begin. 1. Rebuild trust with your own nervous system. This doesn't have to be deep shadow work. Sometimes it's as simple as turning off your phone an hour earlier. Putting your hand on your chest and saying, I've got you. Doing nothing for 10 minutes and letting it be enough. Safety comes in stillness. And the more you practice stillness without guilt, the stronger your shell becomes. 2. Honor your no. No is sacred. If something feels like a should instead of a soul yes, start questioning it. Your feminine energy needs room to breathe. If your life is full of forced yes, she suffocates. Give yourself permission to protect your peace, even if no one claps for you when you do it. 3. Create soft rituals that tell your body, we're safe now. It can be simple. Lighting a candle every night before bed. Wearing soft fabrics that make you feel held. Putting music on and swaying your hips slowly. Cooking without your phone, just in silence. These moments, while they seem small, are actually powerful acts of safety building. They tell your system, we're no longer in survival. We're home. 4. Speak gently to your inner little girl. If you've been pushing yourself non-stop, ignoring your own needs, or feeling disconnected. Try this. Sit down, put your hand on your heart. Picture yourself as a little girl. Ask her, "What do you need right now?" She might say, "A nap, a hug, a snack, a walk." Or just to be told, "I see you. You've done enough." Let her answer, then listen. That's your next step. And Radiant Rebels, when you start making safety a daily practice, your feminine energy doesn't just come back. She rises. She glows different. She walks into the room soft, but untouchable. Because now, she's held by you. Let me know in the comments, what's one way you're going to protect your feminine energy this week? Is it a boundary? A rest day? Saying no to something that doesn't feel aligned? And if this part of the series is hitting your heart, share this video with a sister who needs to be reminded that softness is strength. And don't forget to subscribe. The glow up isn't always pretty, healing in your soft era. You're not behind, you're rebuilding. Healing doesn't always sparkle, but it's sacred. We talk a lot about the glow up. The polished version. The final look. The after photo, the success story, the rebrand. But what no one shows enough is the middle part. The healing. The unraveling. The quiet decisions to show up for yourself even when no one's watching. The days when you cry, then wash your face and try again. That's part of the glow up too. Actually, that's the part that makes it real. Soft living is not just pretty aesthetics and gentle vibes. It's choosing to feel what you spent years avoiding. It's holding yourself on the days you want someone else to fix it. It's an unlearning urgency. It's allowing yourself to just be. That takes courage. Because the truth is, healing in your soft era will feel uncomfortable. Your nervous system will resist it. You'll feel guilty for resting. You'll wonder if you're lazy, if you're falling off, if you're doing life wrong. You're not. You're healing. Let me say it again. You're not behind. You're rebuilding. You're not messy. You're becoming real. And your feminine energy? She doesn't rise from perfection. She rises when you make space for the truth. Your truth. That includes the anger you swallowed to keep the peace. The pressure you felt to always be on. The shame of not being productive enough. The loneliness you kept smiling through. This is the part of the feminine journey that's not polished, but it's powerful. Because when you move through it, slowly, gently, honestly, you don't just look magnetic. You feel magnetic. You attract peace, love, softness, because it finally feels safe to receive it. Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt stuck in the middle of your glow up? Like you're doing the work, but the sparkle hasn't hit yet? That's your cocoon phase. And guess what? You don't rush the butterfly. You let her come out soft and strong when she's ready. And if you're in that phase now, let it be tender. Let it be sacred. Let it be yours. Maybe healing doesn't look like a big change today. Maybe it looks like finally buying yourself flowers. Maybe it's putting your phone away while you eat. Maybe it's taking a nap without apologizing. Maybe it's not explaining yourself to people who don't deserve your energy. That's still the glow up. So breathe. You're doing it. You're not who you were even if no one else sees it yet. You feel it. And that's enough. And when you're ready to rise into your next level, you'll know. You won't force it. You won't fake it. You'll just become. That's the power of soft healing. It doesn't demand attention. But when it blooms, baby, it's unforgettable. If this series has supported you, share it with someone else who needs space to slow down and feel again. Like the video if it gave you something real. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, because in our next episode, we're going even deeper into the glow-up energy without the burnout. Absolutely. Let's continue with the remaining segments that haven't been fully covered yet, with no repeats from previous segments. We'll add fresh energy, emotional texture, and girl chat intimacy that deepens connection with your radiant rebels. Story time: when I crashed and didn't realize it. You don't always know you're breaking down until you break down. Okay, sis, let me get real with you for a second. There was this one week, I had everything planned. A full schedule. Clients, content, Zooms, events, my hair was done, outfits laid out. I thought I was in my glow-up era. But I was running on fumes. The crash came quietly. I was traveling. Everything went wrong: delays, overnight flights, no food, no sleep, lost my luggage, couldn't find my journal, couldn't find my moisturizer. My nervous system? Done. I remember standing in a hotel bathroom brushing my teeth with a sample toothbrush, staring at myself like, what are we even doing anymore? And the worst part? I almost blamed myself. I thought I was weak for needing rest. I thought, just push through, just be consistent, just show up. But my body made the call for me. The shutdown came whether I gave it permission or not. And that was my wake-up call. Because burnout doesn't always look like a dramatic breakdown. Sometimes it's just going numb. Not caring. Not feeling. Not showing up as yourself. You still smile. You still get dressed. You still check the boxes. But it's empty. And you feel like you're disappearing inside your own life. That's why I'm so passionate about this conversation. Because we need spaces where we can say, I'm not okay, without shame. Where we don't wait until we collapse to take care of ourselves. So I'll ask you, lovingly, where are you pushing through when you really need to pause? Drop a comment if this hit you. You don't owe anyone a performance. You owe yourself peace. Romanticizing your rest. The feminine healing plan. Stillness isn't wasted time. It's sacred time. Let's shift into something soft now. Because if you're going to heal, you need rituals that feel like love. Sis, if you need to do nothing tonight, that is the work. Rest isn't lazy. It's how the feminine rebuilds. Let me say that again. Rest is how the feminine rebuilds. So here's your permission slip to romanticize your recovery. Wrap yourself in your softest blanket. Make a little cozy nook in your bed or on the couch. Turn off the pressure. Let silence be enough. Put on a playlist that makes you feel like honey. Or watch your favorite show guilt-free. Maybe journal. Maybe not. No healing checklist. No productivity. Just a no-pressure hour where you let your system exhale. And if that hour turns into an entire evening, even better. The feminine thrives in stillness. She needs margin. She needs warmth. She needs to feel like she's not performing for anyone. So if you're ready to romanticize your rest, drop a heart in the comments. Let this be your declaration that you're choosing softness, and that softness is strength. Inner child check-in, soft reset ritual. Healing is remembering who you were before you were told to be perfect. I want to do something sacred with you. Take a second. Put your hand over your heart. Close your eyes if you want to. Now ask. What do I need right now? No filters, no judgment. Let the little girl version of you answer. What would she ask for if she walked into the room right now? She might say, I want a snack. I want to dance around the room. I want to wear fuzzy socks and watch cartoons. I want a long hot shower and no one talking to me for an hour. Whatever it is, let it be okay. You don't have to earn sweetness. You don't have to wait for someone to give you permission. You're allowed to meet your own needs, even the silly ones. Especially the silly ones. Because soft living is remembering that you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You just have to be present. So this is your invitation. Let today be a soft reset. Let your inner girl know she's safe. She's seen. And she's not alone anymore. Boundaries are your peacekeepers. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, nothing at all. Let's be honest, as women, we've been conditioned to respond quickly, be polite, explain ourselves, and avoid disappointing others at all costs. But when you do that over and over, your energy gets chipped away until there's nothing left for you. You don't need to reply right away. You don't need to explain why you're unavailable. You don't need to apologize for resting. Your peace is not up for discussion. When someone texts asking for your time or energy and you feel that tightness in your chest, that's your body saying, not right now. And it's okay to honor that. Here's what a boundary with love might sound like. Hey love, I'm not available for that right now, but I hope it goes beautifully. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm honoring my space this week, catch you soon. Kind. Clear. No drama. No guilt. Boundaries aren't cold. They're loving. They protect the softest parts of you, especially when you're rebuilding your feminine energy. Let me know in the comments if you've had to set a boundary lately. I want to celebrate you for choosing peace over people-pleasing. Magnetic energy starts in stillness. If you've ever wondered how to attract more love, opportunity, or connection, it starts here, in this stillness. You don't need to post more. You don't need to talk louder. You don't need to chase anything. You just need to be. Some of the most magnetic moments in my life came when I wasn't trying to be magnetic. One time, I was on a solo day, no makeup, hoodie on, sipping tea in my own little world, and someone came up to me and said, I don't know what it is, but you have a beautiful energy. I smiled because that's what happens when you're in your own vibe. At peace. Not reaching. Not performing. Just reaching. Not performing. Just present.